On a specified
found. Now playing.
Basically, if you search for totally drunk guy tries to buy more beer. Have you ever seen that clip?
No.
Is that just a guy that's just falling around?
All over the store.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
No, I've seen the drunk guy trying to put a flip flop on.
Ooh, I'll have to look for that one.
That was really
Something
funny.
about the drunk and incapacitated that's so hilarious to me.
People are not smart.
I have seen this video before, but it had been a little while, and then it happened to come up. When you're like scrolling through Facebook, you watch one Facebook video and then it moves to the next one, and it popped up on there. The video, Cory, totally drunk guy tries to buy more beer.
I've not seen that.
No, really?
Like in the convenience store or whatever.
Can't say I have.
Oh my God, it's literally 4.5 minutes of nonstop laughs. Where the guy, he's trying his best, level best, just to stay upright. And he goes from one aisle down to another aisle by the coffee machine, and it's 4.5 minutes of him just trying to get out of the store.
I'll have to look that up.
Oh my God. So yeah, it's not a pick of the week, but because I already had mine, but it's a definite recommendation if you haven't seen it. YouTube, search for Totally Drunk Guy Tries to Buy More Beer. Schnozzcast. Shot.
That could you do to your hand?
Remember? When I said ow on the door?
That's from that?
Mm-hmm.
He charged through with the chair.
I remember that. I didn't realize it took your whole finger off.
It did. Missing a finger.
It's crazy.
It's already starting to heal. I'm like Wolverine.
I saw that coming.
Yeah.
Doesn't even hurt.
No, it's like it's already solidified.
Yeah.
Yep. Clotted. It's already a scab.
Yeah.
By the end of the night, scab will fall off.
You'll have
and be all set.
giant blades coming out of your fingers.
Yeah.
So I know you've gone to the bathroom down here already. Have you?
I have not.
Where are you going with this?
Because I can tell Nick was so proud that he cleaned up down here. He took the time to put a candle, and not only a candle in that bathroom, but a tiny little Christmas tree.
That's right.
That represents this Christmas tree. That also has lights in it that change just like that one.
Okay.
So I went in there. I had to chuckle a little bit because I'm like, I can tell Nick was awfully proud of the work he's done down here.
That's right.
Oh, I haven't been down here in a long time, but he definitely worked hard to get it ready for the podcast. That's for sure.
Yes, and hopefully one of these days, maybe we can do a podcast from
the bar.
Nick's completed bar that's behind the camera right now.
Well, it looks so great, doesn't it?
I mean, you can see the outline of it. That's for sure. It's coming along.
You could definitely see where there would be a bar. Were there a bar there?
So I mean, we could easily do once it's completed. Nick's the bartender. Me, you, Danielle, sitting as the customers and do the podcast from there.
How does that gonna work?
Easy.
Look at your camera can go right up there on the beam, facing
To
it.
shoot the back of everyone's head.
Oh, no, I was gonna say right up on the shelf right there, and shoot right down in the
That's
bar.
probably a better idea.
Or right up here on the ceiling and shoot that way at us. Actually, probably on the shelf because we don't get those shelves in the back.
Well, this is going to be a shot in the arm of encouragement because now that everything's clean down here, I'm like, okay, now I want to build this,
Yeah.
Oh, good. It's only
When did you start?
4 years ago. When I first moved into the house.
What?
Cory actually put his hands on the wood and stood behind it and was so excited he talked for like an hour and 15 minutes about what we can do with the bar.
we did come up with and again
To reward him, you promptly did nothing for 4 years.
Yeah. Well, you have to understand that I moved into this house after like a 96-year-old lady was here who didn't have washer dryer, didn't have a dishwasher, didn't have anything. Nothing was touched since like the 70s. Some things weren't touched since the 50s. And it just required a lot of work. And everything you see in the house I did. So the 220 line that had to go in for the dryer, I had never done before. I had to put that in. updated fuse box or electrical box, and I had to rip out cabinets and put in a dishwasher, and there was just a bunch of shit that I'd never done before. It was one of those things where everyone's like, "Oh, you could probably use some help," and then you just never see anybody. So it's like, well, I'm here, and I can either wash dishes by hand or try to figure out how to fucking do this. So that's where I focused. I had started on this, and then I was just like, there's too many things, like the outside. Had to build a garden, had to build a bar for outside, there's just a million things that need to be done.
So you put your bar on hold so you could build another bar.
Correct.
All right, just check it. Corey, is
Wasn't
it
hearing any
possible?
complaints, and you were all,
Well, no, I didn't
all
know, but
outside leaning on it.
I did not know that there was
the
a
weed-
4-year-old not quite bar sitting down here that had you diverted your attention.
And the-
Corey, is
and
it
the-
possible for me to can I just pivot that to turn the video really quickly on the bar?
Well,
It'll just mess too many things up.
That's fine, that's fine.
I can do it with it. I just need Nick's permission though.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I don't care.
All right.
So here's going to be a shot on the Facebook Live of
Yeah.
Nick's project.
I could actually take a
Quote
picture.
unquote bar.
Corey, yeah, on the Facebook Live. I was going to say I could just take a picture of it and you can put it over the screen on the video.
Oh yeah, we can do that too. But for
That's
right now, for
fine. That's
everyone.
fine. Yeah, that's
Well,
that's easier and it
there's
won't mess everything up.
There's some people watching that.
Yeah, the outside.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
The outside bar, I think, turned out really well. And like I said, the hot summer nights with the tiki torches and the fireplace or the fire pit and the fireworks going off in the background that we've had before. Nobody was complaining then.
Well, yeah,
So-
there's no complaining.
That's everyone on Facebook Live right now. That's Nick's
It's as far
uncompleted
as it's gotten.
bar.
It's as far as it's gotten.
Yeah.
So it's a work in progress.
Well, as my good friend Ian once said in his uplifting tone, "Oh, that don't let them get you down. It's more of a winter project." I said, "Thank you, Ian. It is a winter project."
Did he say that 4 winters ago?
No, he just. Well, yeah, and no. He
Yeah.
did say it 4 winters ago,
Yeah.
but he also said it recently.
Right. I mean, I think it's great that you started in the first place. I'm just shitting on the idea that it's set like that for 4 years. So every time you come down to do laundry, do you just look over there and go,
No, because this wasn't, this clean or anything like that before. After a while, I used to first hang out down here all the time, and then once I got my 4K TV in my room, I'm like, I don't have to
No reason to go downstairs.
I don't go down here ever again, other than do laundry. So it just turned into like a
kitchen, bathroom, bedroom, front door? That's
Yeah.
all I need to do.
This turned into like a storage room. So there were clothes everywhere, and I had built some stuff down here, so there was sawdust all over. I mean, it was just, you didn't want to be down here. Now that I've cleaned it, I'm like, okay, now I want to get some shit done.
Well, Kaylee said she would come and help.
Oh, thank you, Callie. I do need a barmaid. So once
Not
it's done.
I don't think that's what you're talking about.
She's off.
I think she was talking about more the construction of the bar, but
Where's the hooks for the dogs that we're gonna tie up? What?
that might be the only thing. You might have 2 pit bulls hanging out here while
I can install those. Oh, okay.
you have a 3-legged pit bull and a really, really fat
Like those
pit bull.
coat hooks right underneath the bar.
Yeah.
It's for your dog.
And that's the thing. Like I told Cory, I said, there's the only reason that it stopped was because of that, but also I have so many ideas of what I want. Like I want like a Cheers bar, and I want like the brass footrests, and I want like all this different stuff that I just get overwhelmed, and I just don't do it. When I've actually have friends and other people that have bars in their basement that are like wood paneling from the 70s and linoleum on top as a counter, and you can just tell like someone made a box out of wood and just put those things together, and I'm like, but guess what, nobody cares and everybody stands around them and has a good time. So I'm like, I think I just need to just get back to basics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, in Herb's bar, it was literally just like the shelves underneath. There was one shelf and then the bottom 4th shelf, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And he would have just had that, sticky linoleum that you put over it, and he cut around the posts, and that was that. But it looked good, and
Well, yeah.
we all sat behind it the entire night.
Nobody complains about it. Nobody says,
Yeah.
"Oh God, this looks." I think it's just the idea. Of
I would say
it.
none of us sat back there like,
Right.
this bar.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what
Right.
I'm gonna have to do. I literally can just that'll be so simple to do.
In theory,
between that and all of the ideas that you're trying to come up with for products that already exist, I don't know how you find the time.
Yeah, well, I did do this. If you notice the yellow Romex cable going from my my electrical box, going all the way through here, dropping down over here because I'm running electrical for when the bars. I'm like, dude, yeah, we're gonna need blenders and all kinds of stuff. I think the thing that really kind of derailed it was I wanted to, since the bar is going to be so heavy by the time it's done, or stationary into the floor, I'm going to need to put drywall behind it. And I would have to frame it out, and it's all cement, and use the 22 gun to anchor everything into the ground, and that's something I've never done. And to me, it was like, okay, I don't know how to do that, so I'm just not. So I think that's what it is. But like I was talking to you guys about it, and it's like, you know what? No one cares about any of that. Just get the bar done itself and worry about the rest of the stuff later.
We can use your battery operated blender. It's fine. Don't need power.
Right.
Got it. Well, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it'll be cool.
Callie, hopefully you're free next weekend. Nick can start it again.
So, as a matter of fact, what are you doing tomorrow, Callie?
We need you to show up in overalls, plaid shirt.
Yep, 6 a.m.
Some sort of belt that a hammer can hang from.
Or just a belt of hammers. That's fine. All right. How far are we in that?
113.
Because I had a bunch of front-loaded the audio with a bunch of mic taps and setups and shit.
Well,
who's in the room? Who's in the Podbean room?
Oh, Jesus! Actually, I wasn't even paying attention to that.
Okay, Cory, you got 2 screens.
Well, Girl Friday 8 is in the Podbean room.
Yeah.
As well as the
Hello,
Facebook
Olivia.
Live.
Brett Corbin.
Brett Corbin. That's why
I heard. I heard Brett Corbin was there.
Male D.
Male
and capital D.
Oh.
There's enough male D's already
I
here.
guess he's a guy.
And then Facebook Live, there's a ton of people in and out, and
Cory, don't tease me when you say a ton of people. What is it?
I'm being dead serious.
What is it? What is a ton? It's like 26,000 pounds.
Yeah.
I honestly can't remember what the poundage is for. It was 2,000 pounds in a ton, right?
I don't know why you're asking me.
Or is it 2,000 feet in a mile? God damn it.
Look over to Cory, who has a computer in Google.
All right.
Oh, am I supposed to look that up now?
No. Let's
Damn
just
it.
say that what I said was true.
Sure, we can go with that.
Make up my own facts. Danielle, you've been remarkably quiet over the last 45 minutes.
I'm a little tired.
Oh, only 3 naps today?
I didn't get any naps today.
What?
0 naps.
0
I put all my
naps?
Christmas stuff
But
up.
I woke up at 5 p.m.
You did what?
Put all my Christmas stuff up.
I'm exhausted too.
Did Cory help you with that?
Nope.
Why not? Was he too busy babysitting?
He was too busy sleeping.
Sleeping? When did you put the Christmas tree up?
This morning.
He wasn't up late at the local tap
Yeah.
room.
No, he was up late. We were up late watching that haunting thing.
Yeah, but
it wasn't
you got
me.
up early.
I got up at 11:30.
Oh, okay.
I can only
So-
sleep so long. The dogs start getting restless.
Right. But you're like, no, it's fine, babe. Keep sleeping. I'll just put up my Christmas tree.
I mean,
Okay, first of all, it's not fully up.
I didn't put the ornaments on.
We are talking about the tree, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh boy.
I put everything. I have a bunch
So
of like
wait, so
decorations
your
and
first
stuff.
response is to shit on her for not finishing the job that you weren't even awake for her to do?
Oh, she didn't.
I was hoping I was going to wake up to a fully decorated Christmas tree. Clearly, that's not going to be today.
Had there been mentioned that
Had someone informed me they were going to put up a Christmas tree,
I mean,
honestly, I
I will
wouldn't know.
now go back to bed. And I wake up
No,
again.
I literally woke up and I was like,
Expect the tree.
no, there's the Christmas tree here.
I know. He got up and he walked past. He goes, "So Christmas is out there, huh?"
I'm disappointed, Danielle.
But I mean, in his defense, he did help me put up the Christmas lights last weekend. So
That was last weekend.
yeah, I know.
Which,
what have you done for me lately?
Which, guess what happens when you put up Christmas lights?
You get a week off, apparently.
No,
You don't have to do
no.
shit for another week.
You have to take them down after they're not to someone's specifications.
Yeah,
Well, that sounds like you fucked it up, and now you have to fix it.
Did you put them in serpentining lines like the heater coil? Was that your only experience of putting things
That's basically how it went. And then since
But
I
that's
did
not right, Daniel. You're gonna melt all the snow.
since I didn't start in one area to finish it, yeah, go ahead and take those down. You're serious?
Take them down.
Please notice he's not saying, to be fair to Danielle,
To be
I
fair.
didn't ask her how she wanted the lights on my house. I just fucking did it.
No, because what I was told when I first...
I thought he was
Just so you know,
following
she's
the
not
pattern
he's
I
not
already
giving you the
had
same
made.
courtesy you
Which-
gave him.
No, I did follow the pattern.
Hold on, there was a pattern?
Yeah.
I did follow the pattern, but
I'm a little anal about things.
what I was told when I first came outside to start helping with this project...
So I'm talking about the lights.
She was, there's no method to my madness here. I don't even know what I'm doing.
But
That's what she said.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, well, however I put them up is how they're going to go up.
But he didn't follow the same line of where mine were going.
I
so
followed the exact same line until the very end.
So for all of us that can't see your karate chopping hand motions, can you explain a little bit more in detail what the patterns, number one, what the lines and do what you want kind of mean? Like, was it along the gutter? Did she want?
Oh, they're everywhere.
Okay,
did
so-
she want them in the shape of a Santa on the
No.
roof?
So on my porch, I have like I'm trying to think what it's
A
called.
porch.
Bush.
Well, the porch,
Shrub.
Gate.
Easement.
No,
Sidewalk.
I don't know any of those words.
Fence.
Porch.
Stairs.
It's not a
Stairs.
fence though.
Iron rod gate.
Sure, whatever.
On your
On
porch.
on the porch, there's like the tall beams, and then
Are there bars on your windows?
no. And then there's like
You live in a prison?
No, the like bottom portion. I don't know what it's called.
I am so lost right now. I have no idea.
Oh, start again.
Okay,
Where are we looking?
Okay, so
From your house.
my porch has
Your porch.
an awning on it, and then
Right.
it has like I don't know. It's like it's not fencing.
railing.
Railing.
Hey, railing.
So there's like the railing that goes
Never
around the porch, and then they have like the ones that go up that connect up to the awning.
Like the
Wait, the
pillars.
railing
Yeah.
goes up to the awning?
The
The
pillars.
pillars.
The pillars, okay.
So you want the pillars with lights around them.
Right. So
I feel like Nick is already on top of this.
what I did.
Because what you did at my mom's house. It was a colonial.
So I would go up the
Right.
pillar,
Yeah.
across, go down the pillar,
Okay.
This is acrobatics, or you're talking about lights?
lights.
Okay.
So the one the one set was just the pillars going up and down, and
Are
then
you pillar dancing?
and then another set was going across the railing. Well, I didn't realize he didn't notice that like I had gone up
Hold on. How would
Uh-huh.
he have known that?
to follow the other light.
What do you mean?
There-
There are already lights there?
Yeah, so I do choose. I blue lights instead of white
Hold
lights.
on. So you did one set already, exactly where, and he was just supposed to do another set exactly following that first set?
Which I did.
Until the end.
So hold on. Let me.
Okay,
So
so take a little creative license at the end. Is what you're saying.
So basically.
Instead of going with a clockwise swirl, he went with a counterclockwise.
No,
No.
no. So basically, like she's saying, like right here. This is one side of the porch that Danielle had already done one of the pillars and part of the fencing or whatever.
No, not the fencing wasn't done. Well, with
But
another
you did
set.
this. But you did one pillar. Like,
Right, so it was supposed to go up the pillar, across, and then down,
Another pillar.
Instead, I went and started from the top and came down the pillar.
and then went on the railing.
Well, that's just not following the pattern she has.
There was no way of following the pattern. No, there was not.
So when he should have gone up, when he should have gone like up the pillar, he went
I've never
on
seen
the
someone
railing.
throw someone so squarely and quickly into the bus as Nick Bader just did to Cory.
So basically, on one pillar, the lights were kind of on an angle going up, and the other one they were like.
Well, so it was on this side. It was like blue and white was
That's just
finished, Then there was blue, and then all of a sudden there was like white where there was no blue.
Oh, I would have taken him.
I did have to take him down.
But I love how.
But I felt bad asking.
But I love how you like. It's not like you're in a wheelchair or something. Like you, Cory, can you redo those ones right there? Like I love how you were foremanning it, like the whole job. Like instead of like, oh no, we can't do this. Come on, let's get this back down. And you know,
I was on the porch and she was just on the front lawn pointing at things.
Really, that's called being a boyfriend.
I even said, I'm like,
did you?
So
do,
you
boyfriends stand on the porch
like,
while they get yelled at.
Did you do the walk down to the sidewalk to look at the house?
Really
No, I was already down
take
there.
him down.
Yeah, I do.
I was like,
Yeah.
If you could just do that.
I was like, yeah, sorry.
And this was, and I'm sorry.
She lumbered you.
This was, yes. This was also after 20 minutes of trying to find one light bulb that was not working.
Yeah, but you can't blame that on Danielle.
Oh,
No, I'm not blaming that on her. I was putting a lot of work into that.
You're saying you were frustrated.
Oh, I was already frustrated
Okay.
with the one little strip that was out.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. To be fair,
To be fair.
it was hard for Cory to get on board with the holiday cheer when he woke up with a half-done tree.
No, that was last weekend. The tree wasn't up yet.
Oh, so there was a whole weekend passed.
Oh, so then he really wasn't in the holiday mood. That's why.
No,
He'd been basically in the dumps for a week.
So last weekend was the Christmas lights outside because it was nice out. I don't want my tree up until after Thanksgiving.
Was Cory on the roof at any time?
Thank God.
No.
There almost came a point where I was, because the night
To escape your girlfriend?
prior to putting them up to the lights up, I was told I would like to put some on the roof, but I don't have a ladder.
Please tell me you said, well, I guess you're not getting anything on the roof then.
Well, no, because we were already stopping. We were already stopping by
folding chairs
my
on top of
house.
each other.
So I'm like,
He was gonna get the
I'm like,
ladder.
I can grab a ladder.
Can you imagine how shaky his legs would be on a roof?
I've seen Cory on a roof of sorts. On the roof of a parking deck.
Oh yeah, you gotta get low.
Oh God.
Cory gets
I can't even
to Cory gets to a cement wall off the side of a parking deck that's about as high as that couch, and he slowly kneels to the ground. I go, what are you doing? And it's like his body just starts like the Wicked Witch of the West that just turns into a pile of clothes. Melting. That's Cory. I said, what are you doing? You have to get low to the ground. I'm like, but you're not getting. It's like your body's not in control of itself. You're just collapsing to the ground. And he's like, oh, that's just what I naturally do because I'm afraid that I'm going to tumble off the side.
He's like a dying star, just collapsing in on itself.
So apparently he thinks he needs to. Apparently he feels like he needs to spread out his surface area and get as close to the ground as he can because apparently he thinks a wall that size, which really only his shoulders go over, that he somehow is going to stumble and fall upwards and over the side.
No, because there was a couple of them we were at that they were almost basically knee height.
They're not knee. That wouldn't even be up to like a code. They're not going to be knee height. Maybe the time of parking back of the wall.
Maybe he was just trying to prevent against his.
They were like this height right here to the TV.
No,
And he would stand up next to it and he'd be like, I'm like, dude, come over here. Look at it. He's like, no, this is far enough. And he'd be like,
do you think he felt like if he didn't get low to the ground that he was just going to just subconsciously fling himself off the roof?
He really does. He said something in a matter of speaking. He said, I feel like something's going to happen. Either you're going to fuck with me or I'm going to...
Well, that's what I was thinking the entire time was...
Or I'm going to trip and tumble over somehow.
Right. 4 foot.
So he does this. He's like, I'm like, Cory, come here. I'm like, let's look over the side, man. This is crazy.
Oh, first of all, you're not. No, you're not. You're not.
And he'll go. I'm like, what are you doing? Come over here. No, this is far enough. And he literally wouldn't get any closer than that. And he's still trying to peek over the top, even though he's getting lower than the actual wall.
That's just being afraid of heights.
Well, I'm afraid of heights too, but I've never seen that before.
I think there must be degrees of being afraid of heights.
I am terrified of heights, and my hands
I
sweat.
think if you were terrified, you probably would have gotten low to the ground.
No, low to the ground doesn't mean anything.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that doesn't do anything.
Because what was it, the whatever parking deck that we were at?
If he was a kitten, he would be
Those-
meowing like crazy.
That was built in the 60s when there was literally no sort of code. You walk right up to it. It's at your kneecaps.
We're gonna take a picture next time.
Please do.
Because you can imagine, what parking deck have you ever gone to the roof, and the cement wall is up to your knees?
Zero.
No, none. This one's not even. And hold on.
No, the one right next.
And also to your knees, but to Cory's knees. so really to the middle of your shin it would have to be.
Dude, that parking structure is. Because even you say this isn't safe.
That parking structure is
No.
bananas.
I think what you were talking about was when we went on the roof of the building, and there was that little half ledge.
Nope, not even that. It was the actual parking structure.
So we went up to the roof of a building, and there's like a gravel spot that you can walk out to.
That didn't even have all that. That was literally you could walk right off of it.
And to be honest, there was probably about a thing like that because there's no one supposed to be up there.
And it's also one of the oldest. It's one of the oldest parts of the entire place.
Yeah, the building's from like the early 1900s.
Right.
And we went out there, and to be completely honest, it was probably, I'd say, like 12 stories. And we walked out, and basically all it was, the building was still going upwards, and it was like a closed room based on the building being around you.
Just outside.
But you're outside, and that's as big as this circumference of this area forward. That's what you have, and over by that wall is the drop off. And as soon as you walk out and you take like a step down from like a door, like you're going into this bathroom,
Right.
and then all of a sudden you're on the roof. And as soon as we walked out and you hit the gravel, and it was like, he was like, oh no. But he's like from here to that wall, and he's like, I'm not getting anywhere close to that.
Yep. I could slip and all of a sudden shoot inexplicably right toward that wall, bounce right over it, and over I go.
You know, like the Barney Fife shaky knees. Oh man!
Yeah.
As soon as that door opened.
Look, I have been to the Grand Canyon once in my life, and there is in some parts of it, there is a wall that is about knee height, and it's scary as fuck. And you're at the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, we're talking about the Grand Canyon.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Every parking deck in the America is more protected than the Grand fucking Canyon.
Right. I've
never seen
deck with
the three a
Not this one.
height
like
wall.
right up to here.
No, of course not.
Whoa, no.
Right.
But to Cory's mind, that was the way it went. I remember I told him, I said, Cory, I said, even if I wanted to, he's like, oh, don't touch me. I'm like, we're not even close.
Even if I pretended I was going to throw
Literally,
hurl
No,
you
that's what I expected was Fuckstick to
I'm like, really?
come up behind me
grab
like,
the back and start charging toward the wall.
Well, I'm putting my finger up your ass? Is that
yeah.
was that have I done that ever before one time?
Well, that's your
Only twice.
That is your strategy, because then you know he's distracted. He's like, oh, why is his finger in my ass as you're hurtling him toward the
See,
wall?
but now I can't take him up to any parking structures anymore because I know he's thinking I'm going to want to put my finger up his ass.
Yeah.
He obviously thought of
I
it
assume
before.
that every parking garage, that's what he's thinking.
I already knew that. Real quick to interrupt the story, guess who's back in the room?
Who's
No
that?
idea.
Jennifer with a Y.
Woo!
Woo!
Jennifer with a Y. Whee! Oh, it's time.
Thank you for coming back, Jennifer.
Once
With a Y.
Once Nick heard that Jennifer with a Y was back in the room, he's like, it's time for their shot. So thanks, Jennifer with a Y. Is it JENNYFER?
There's actually a silent X at the beginning.
Fucking knew it.
No, it's JENYFER.
One N. Okay. Okay.
And
Just a question for you in the room. Do you find it? Is it annoying, or do people not misspell it? Because it's definitely not a normal spelling of Jennifer. It's a specialized spelling, a very unique spelling. But is it a pain in the ass, or do you find that people just kind of go with the flow and they always ask you? Just curious.
Just curious, Jennifer with a Y.
and also
because my name's Bob, so I've never had that problem.
She says, "Oh
And
my."
Danielle's awake. Woo!
She says, "Oh my," misspelled all the time.
Yeah. That would be. So is it like completely annoying? Have you ever gotten to the point where you're like, man, I really should just fucking change my name, just officially change it because I can't take it anymore? Or is it so cool that you're like, no, this is just who I am. It's like having a mole.
She said no.
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 No. Good.
What are you reading?
In the Podbean.
What are you reading?
Oh. Samsung must be a little quicker.
All right, Jennifer with a Y.
She also says, because how many times do you greet someone by spelling their name?
Oh no, it's obviously not. I assume you go by some
There's some sort of
crazy
problem.
unique nickname.
There's some sort of problem. Oh, just the way you like it, Cory.
Oh God.
Some technical problem that you have to figure out.
Nothing boils Cory's blood more than Nick being more technically on top of things than he is.
Oh, she just said, have a good night. See you guys.
Oh, see you, Jennifer.
No, I'm just kidding.
What is it?
You see his face? He's like, what am I doing wrong?
Oh, the gods of technology have failed me again.
Cheers, Cory.
All right, Jennifer with a Y. If you're having a drink tonight, it is Saturday night after all. Please join us.
Danielle is.
Danielle's like, oh God.
We have a.
She's barely keep her. Look at how the slits. Her eyes are just.
A warm
barely
milk shot of melatonin for Danielle.
Yep.
I'm gonna go sit on your couch.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you take the mic over there so we can hear you snoring.
Okay.
Those end pieces recline. Yeah.
Don't tempt me.
I could put on a little Hushabye Mountain for you on the TV.
Hushabye Mountain. What the hell is that?
Get you a nice giant fleece blanket.
That blanket on the back of your couch looks nice and warm.
I have one
Wider
that's
than
a
the
little bit
sea.
thicker and much bigger than that.
Don't tease me.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm tired.
No. Cory. I love how neither of us were thinking about that. And
Danielle,
what
what time of the day would we have to start this podcast in order for you to be awake?
Cory, wow.
4 p.m.? 3
It
p.m.?
doesn't matter.
Noon? It doesn't matter.
Danielle,
What?
did you even figure out what I'm laughing about?
No.
So, I literally, and I wasn't even thinking about it either, one of the first times. I go, no. I said, look, you like it. I actually have one that's a little bit thicker and a lot bigger than that. Daniel's like, don't tease me. Cory's eyes just looked up at the microphone.
I totally missed that.
Cory's eyes. He goes, really?
So between that and all the fucking crazy errands I sent him on tonight, you're probably not having a good night tonight. Oh my God.
Brett Corbin says, Jennifer with a Y. I'm a female named Brett. I always get it's for short for something, but it's not a girl's name. Enjoying your podcast, guys. Taking a shot with you, Reno, Nevada.
Woo! Thanks, Brett. Brett, how is Brett spelled?
B-R-E-T-T.
2 T's?
Yep.
Okay. Personally, I knew at one point a girl named Brett was only 1 T. Every Brett with 2 T's I've ever known has alwa's been male. That doesn't mean anything, just been my experience.
Yeah, but I can understand is it short for something? Like Brett?
Yeah. But that's the insulting part. Like, no one ever asks a guy, like, oh, what's Brett short for?
Right.
But because it's a girl, they have to assume that it's not just Brett.
I like it.
Now, Britt, with an I, I've heard, has always been a female name, at least in my experience.
Well, then also, like, that guy that does the YouTube videos and stuff, Kristen Hamby. That's a guy.
Okay.
He's English.
Kristin or Christian?
K-R-I-S-T-I-N. Kristen.
Okay. So, I'm old enough where...
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us more, old guy. When I grew up, everybody cared about that. And it was a big thing, and lots of kids are cruel, and everybody gets teased. But I honestly don't understand anymore how anyone gives a shit.
No,
what name you have,
not
or what
today's
it's spelled.
age.
Like, no, and I feel the same way, even though I'm not,
Especially Gen Z. Oh, God, no.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I actually, it's more noteworthy to see someone with an older name, like or a name that was. You right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still trying to get that Podbean word.
with a name like Cecilia, like when we gave Cecilia her name. I've heard her entire life, and so has she, about how we're just like, oh, that's a great older name. That, you know, not too many people are named Cecilia anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the kind of names that, to me, just kind of stand out. It's not so much the spelling as the like retro names that always come back, and then there'll be a mix of those plus the newer names that.
Like Jack.
I mean, he's the only one I know whose name is actually John. Everybody else is their actual given name on their birth certificate was Jack.
Jack's name is John?
Yeah.
You never call him John?
Correct.
No one's ever called him John from the day he was born.
Very few. Yeah.
But his real birth name is John.
Yeah.
So why do you call him Jack?
Not Jonathan, John.
Yeah, John, John.
So why do you call him Jack?
Because we wanted to give him. I think I told the story on the podcast, either
This podcast?
1 or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, was it like a baby names podcast or?
No, it was a podcast where we were talking about Jack Ryan. We were talking about the Jack Ryan series. Do you feel in the bathroom?
No, I got a
Bed bug.
really bad itch on my foot all of a sudden.
Must be the ticks. They're down here in my basement.
Have bugs down here.
Anyway, yeah, I think I talked about it on the last podcast where we were talking about
this is all news to me. I've never known his name to be
Nice.
John.
Yeah, I literally said it, and so if you're listening and you've already heard
Literally
it,
said it. Wow. All right. Well, never mind then.
I'm just saying.
Was that like on the floor or what was
I don't know what you're doing.
Okay.
Going to the bathroom, maybe?
There you go. That sounds more like it.
Could have been. No, we wanted his nickname to be Jack, but Christy's name is Christy without an H. It's Christy. So she's always been very sensitive to, a lot like Jennifer with a Y, people constantly misspelling her name on forms, and you know, when they're calling roll in class and whatever. So she wanted his name to be a Christian name where, you know, it wouldn't be what people would normally perceive to be a nickname. So, what was John rather than Jack? We knew we were going to call him Jack as a nickname, but wanted him to have that formal name that he could have on his business card or on his degree or whatever it was.
So what does his driver's license say? John?
John. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mind blown.
What's his middle name?
Anthony. It's
Jack.
Christy's grandfather's name.
Wait a second. You guys call him Jack? His middle name's Jack?
Right. Does anyone ever call him JJ?
No, because there's not two J's.
There is Jack and John.
But
we need to
those
start-
are
we need
not
to start that.
both of his names.
But they're what?
They're not both of his names. JJ is normally for people who are like Jack Johnson or
Right.
Jimmy James.
But I would say at this point, since John is on his license
Yeah,
and his birth certificate,
yeah.
but nobody calls him John,
Yeah.
everyone calls him Jack, that Jack's enough of an influence in his life that they're both technically his name.
But one is so much
Does he
less
say
of an-
Dynamite?
so much less of an influence.
Dynamite.
Why would you use the other one?
I don't care what your answer is, I'm gonna call him JJ.
Be prepared to get the middle finger every time you do.
Oh, that's the look I get from all your children.
Yeah, so this should be no different.
Unless there's pizza.
Then they love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're slaves to pizza.
Cecilia had come down the stairs like a seismic quake the day of the
It was
pizza.
like a tornado.
It was almost as if her feet were liquid and she just fell down the steps. I heard there's pizza.
Just
Who
materialized.
addresses their parents' friends like that? I mean, I know we're younger than most
You know who
parents'
does? Kids who are old enough to think that they run shit.
friends. Is that what it is?
Yeah, yeah. Well, think about, remember when you turned, were you still living at home when you were 20?
I moved out for a short while, but I'm sure there was a point in time when I was at home. I mean,
Okay. When did you move out?
moved out, I think, at 19.
Yeah.
And kind of did some back and forth, but I moved out for several years, and so probably at 20 I was not at home.
Okay. She's not really moved out, but she's lived away. She spent a year
Mhm.
living on campus at Wayne. So, having lived away from home, went away to school, I know what it's like to do that and then come back And now you're like, oh, now you want to know where I am all the time? I have to tell you when I'm going to be home? Like, I was up at school and no one gave a shit. It's rough.
Did you give her the while you're under my roof?
What I said was, I just want to know where you are so that in case something happens.
Right.
That I know where to go.
You don't.
No, I know where she is.
You do?
I absolutely do.
Where is she? When she's at college, you know where she is?
Yeah.
Where is she?
Look up the GPS.
Yeah. I got the GPS on her phone.
Oh, God, I would have hated to have had a parent like that.
But look,
Well,
we're
GPS wasn't a thing.
right. Not only was GPS not a thing, but we're living in a different age now.
Yeah, but I would have found some way to disable it.
Oh, she has before. But the deal is that now you're confronted with the reality of it. Like, okay, I pay for everything.
Okay, well then you can't.
Food, clothing, shelter. Everything comes from me.
Unlimited supply corn pops.
Phone, gas, insurance for your car, everything.
Yeah.
If you want all that to stop, you can keep going on with turning off location on your phone. And quite honestly, I wouldn't need to do it if I hadn't already been bitten by times where, like, you said you were going to be here and then you weren't.
So.
You know what I mean?
Interesting.
It's just a choice. Look, if you're a parent or thinking about being a parent, you may make a different choice than I made, and that's fine.
No. I think your choice is probably more lackadaisical than how I would be as a parent, and that's a totally different story. I'm looking at it from the perspective of the kid, but as a parent, 1,000% right. My kids would have a anklet band on that I would know where they were. I mean, but here's the thing.
Microchipped? Yeah.
Coming from the horse's mouth.
Sure.
I'm much smarter than my kids. When I was younger, my kids don't do any kind of scheming. I did the, sneaking out the window and, putting the hair on the door and,
right.
All these different things.
My
kids don't give a fuck about any of that shit.
Well, they're not smart enough to.
I know you always say that. Your kids are very smart. But
they are very smart. They're just not very devious.
But, right.
Yeah. They're much better people than
I'm very devious mindset. So I know immediately I'd be like, okay, I'm going to get a throw phone. And I'm
a burner phone?
Yep, I'm going to get a burner phone. And I'm going to leave my regular phone with the location if I want to do something devious at the
location
dorm,
where he thinks I am.
At the dorm.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm going to tell people, if you want to text me for tonight, this is my other number.
Yeah.
And it's only $20 a month, unlimited minutes. And
you know what I would have done?
What?
Exactly that.
Exactly. Right. That's what I would do.
Thank God my kids are better people than I am.
Oh, look at her. She's just sitting there in the dorm every night. Like a good little girl.
No, but that's the thing. I'm not, like, look, if you're going to go to a party, you're going to go here, you're going to go there. Like, I'm not going to, you're 20 years old. I know you're not legally able to drink, but I know you're going to. So, I'm like, let's talk about.
So Sue's not 21?
No, she will be in April. But, so let's talk about how not to put yourself in those positions or in those scenarios in which you're in danger. Like, never take a drink from somebody else. Always get your own drink.
Right.
Don't ever let a guy give you a drink. Don't ever drink something you don't know where it came from. Don't drink and drive. Always Uber. All of those things. Let's talk about those things so that because you're gonna be at college parties. You're gonna be in dorm rooms where people are drinking, and you need to know how to protect yourself. If you're doing that, then I'm okay, because you're going to have those experiences, and I can't be with you all the time, nor would I want to be. You need to have experience much like I did, where you figure out how to grow up and be an adult. And you go through those times where you've made those decisions, you make your mistakes, you learn from them, and then you move on.
Right.
But I wouldn't be doing my job, I don't think, if I didn't give you some guidance as to, here's the types of things you should avoid. Here's the situations you don't want to find yourself in. And from there, I'm like, look, we've had, family parties where she's been like, hey, Dad, in the basement, there's a White Claw in the fridge.
Yeah, that she shouldn't take.
Is it okay if we have one?
That's what she says?
Yeah. I go, yeah, bring it up to the kitchen. Yeah, it's fine.
Who got those White Claws?
I noticed someone walked away when this story happened.
Yeah. Well, she's not awake enough to hear what I'm saying anyway. And no one drank your Sprite or your vodka, so I don't know why you give a shit.
Because I bought the White Claws.
But you also bought the Sprite, which you're like, no, pour it down the toilet. I don't give a shit about that.
Yeah, because
that vodka? Nah, I don't need that. You can throw that in the garbage too.
No, never said that.
Yeah,
the Sprite is a dime a dozen.
So
there you go.
is the.
Yeah, that's.
I've been doing that all night.
So it's 12:23.
Is it?
And
we need to bring this fucker to a close then.
We didn't even do the new segment.
We'll save it for next time.
Okay, but we're at 142.
What do you think?
I'm fine. I'm fine with it. Whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah, let's save it for next time.
Okay.
Save it for next episode. I mean, I think we know what we're gonna do. But I know I would have to go on my phone and actually find the article that I originally texted to you guys. I heard you don't have anything, so I'd have to give you one of the ones
I have.
Well, you did find something. Okay. I had extra, so I was going to give you.
I have something that's going to blow your guys' mind.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's leave it for next time.
Are you okay with leaving it for next time?
Yeah,
I'm
fine.
If you want to just do yours.
No.
Okay.
I want the whole setup for it. That we're doing a new segment.
Well, let's
do. Sorry for everyone listening.
No.
I did put it that we're doing a new segment tonight.
I think they're okay. I think they're fine with it.
I hope so.
They already had to wait an hour for us to start.
Right.
So I think they'll be okay.
So new segment next. Well, you
look. We're not the Beatles, nor are we the Rolling Stones. We're not your fucking waitress, and we're not your fucking girlfriend.
That's very true.
No one gives a shit really whether we do a new segment or not.
I would hope some people do. But
I would hope they do too, but the reality is probably they don't.
So, question before we wrap things up.
Yeah.
How you guys feel about this? I'm okay either way.
How you feel?
How you feel? Considering the labor that we went through for tonight, and the forgetting, and the keys, and everything else.
Yeah.
Do we say that through December we'll just do it here?
I'm fine with that.
So we have a little bit more energy to pick everything back up and take it back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm fine with it.
And I think that kind of helps.
If you're good with it.
Yeah, that kind of helps everybody, I think.
I'm not super eager to immediately pack all this shit up.
Right. I mean, I'm exhausted. I mean, from everything I did, I know you did a bunch of shit today, all day, 2 meals. What's that?
Oh, nothing.
No, I wish I would have taken it before.
Corey did a lot of running around, and that was.
No, he did.
Not only I. Danielle had to drive around all the spots, so.
She did? Why did you were driving?
I was driving.
Why were you driving?
My car's at her house.
Yeah.
Or do you have a stick or something?
Huh?
Is he incapable of driving your car?
Do you have a sticker?
No.
I don't know why you're driving.
So
Doesn't the boyfriend normally do the driving?
So just so he doesn't have to drive, because I drive back to my house later.
Uh-huh. So you drove there too?
Corey, are you grounded?
So why was he driving? Why were you driving when you were going to have to drive back?
You can't go to Ray's.
What do you mean?
You're doing a lot of chores.
Why wouldn't you just let him drive?
And you're not allowed to drive?
Because it's just, because we had to go to my friend's house to babysit, so I just drove us there.
Uh-huh.
And then drive us here.
Oh, yeah, you had to babysit too. I forgot.
Plus, his brakes need to be fixed.
Alright, there we are. There it is. Alright.
So, okay, so we'll do through December. At least we'll do here, barring some.
Now, this is episode 48, which means in 2 weeks, we're going to be at 50.
Oh,
50
yeah,
here.
which we should tell people about, and I'll get some artwork out. We bought the raffle tickets. We're doing a 50-50 for the 50th episode.
We're going to have to work out the details, though, of how they can, how our unnamed listeners and viewers can enter this raffle, right?
Yeah, if there's people that are, long distance that want to get involved in the raffle, 100% we can do a PayPal.
Yep.
I mean, if that's, I'm sure there's not going to be many, but if somebody's interested in doing it.
Well, they're all going to have to do a PayPal in order to give us, or to enter the 50-50, right?
Well, no, because we can have the money in person, but like if we know somebody.
Yeah, but the people like Jennifer with the Y and Brett Corbin, people want to enter.
People online, if they wanted to enter,
yeah.
What we could do is do a PayPal.
Mm-hmm.
Put in the comments receipt for 50-50.
Send a picture of the
and we'll
the
take
tickets.
We'll write down their name and stuff on their stub of the ticket, take the picture, and send it off. And that'll be there. I mean, that'll be as good as a ticket. So, and then we'll reach out when we draw.
Okay.
But the basic idea is 50-50. If there's some people that don't know what that is. I've talked to people that there's some people that have no idea what 50-50 is. So basically, it's a ream of tickets. One side of the ticket has information in regards to putting down your name and everything, and the other side is just a ticket, and they're all serial numbered. So we keep one, you keep one. It's either $10, $20, however we want to set it up. And 50% of the proceeds will go to Schnozzcast, and the other 50% will go directly to the winner.
Right. So
Easy
by
peasy.
participating, yeah, you're betting that you're going to chance that you're going to be the winner. But if you don't win, you don't get your money back.
Correct.
Correct. All right. Well, let's bring it close then to episode 48.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, hopefully we'll be a little bit more with it next time, guys. There was a lot of
To-dos and whatnots.
Tonight was very involved, so we
To-dos and
apologize.
whatnots.
We're a little bit subdued tonight.
Yeah, you're like, how do these fucking guys get 48 episodes done? Jesus.
But it's only feasible for us to just remain here for at least a little while, just because of the amount of setup. It travels well, but
does it?
Yeah. There was a lot of traveling. Bob was quite the chef today. Cooked 2 full meals
Again,
from scratch.
What would it be if we didn't introduce some sort of new wrinkle that would make everything a lot harder?
So I have a feeling that we're going to have our wits about us a little bit more. Obviously, I told you guys about my throat. I'm not feeling up to my...
Yep, back of your throat.
Yeah.
Way down deep.
No, I'm not. I'm feeling a little under the weather.
Brought Danielle out of a dead sleep.
Danielle didn't get a nap today. Cory drove all over.
But in all honesty, too,
Yeah.
if we were to bring Todd and Jeff on for the 50th episode,
That'd be great.
There's a lot more room down here.
there's a lot more.
Table
room
may
down
not be, well, it's a different shape. No, we're good. I'll bring more chairs. I'll bring the chairs I've got.
Yeah, we
Next time
could
it's not a
definitely do.
Yeah, your problem is this might be the permanent home now.
It doesn't matter either way. But the cool thing is I have a table upstairs that could easily go into this if we needed to make it
Well, the
bigger.
cool part is you've got the room to add it right here.
Oh,
which,
yeah.
Which I don't.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
All right, everyone.
All right. Thank you from Schnozzcast, episode 48. We'll see you next time.
See you.
Good night.